So the thing that stood out most, Isaiah, was Jimmy Butler saying they lacked energy, lacked intensity for this game.
I mean, he said at the start of the third quarter they came out lackadaisical. And in a playoff game at home, you as a player, you have a responsibility
against the top seed.
Yeah, you have a responsibility to come out and show up. He didn't say to me that there was some strategy that took place, or they didn't Houston did something strategically to make them be exposed. He came out and said they were lackadaisical as players. That's problematic in a playoff game. Now, that being said, now there's 3 games left. To me, and Richard and Sam, you can speak to this also, I think the hardest game to win in a series is Game 5. The Game 7, they say it's always a difficult game and anything can happen. But the closeout game in a Game 5, or when it's 2-2 and you got home court and you got to win that Game 5 at home, that is a really difficult game to win. And if Minnesota gets its act together, they can go to Houston and win the Game 5 and extend this series.
Yeah, well, you know that. Look, if they win Game 5, now the pressure shifts back to Houston, because now Minnesota's going home in Game 6, and you don't want that Game 7. You just said anything happen, but you said it, Zeke. As a coach, this time of year, you shouldn't have to think about, is your team going to play hard? Are they going to play together? Are they going to compete? That's a given. You should feel that as a given. Now, there are nights where the ball don't go in. There are nights where the other team that outplays you. But the energy, the effort, and the mental toughness should be there at all times.
Yeah.
That 5%
why are you gonna
in the playoffs.
Why are you going to come to me on that?
To come back from 3-1, what mentality does it take? And do you see the Timberwolves as having that?
Well, it's not even one game at a time. It's one quarter at a time, because you can see in this game, in one quarter, it got away. They played a really good first half. They were competing back and forth, and just in one quarter, it got away, and it got so out of hand that the fourth quarter was meaningless. And so, it's a one quarter at a time. Let's go and pick them apart. Do I think that they have the talent to do it? Yes. Do I think they will get it done? Probably not. Houston is starting to feel better. They finally found their shot. Guys are shooting the ball a little bit better, and now they're going to go home. And they're going to go home and try and give the home crowd what the home crowd has been looking for, and that's 125 points, 130 points. The home crowd was like, okay, you gave the Minnesota fans a 50-piece. We would like to see a 50-piece.
Hey, Richard, to your point, I coached in a series where we won 6 out of 8 quarters and lost the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Won 6 out of the 8 quarters, but those 2 first quarters got away from us. We won 6 out of 8.
Yeah.
We just lost the game because of the first 2 quarters.
And that was in Toronto, correct?
Yep.
Just making sure I got that right. Okay,
Coach of the year in Toronto.
Yes, yes.
Who'd they lose to that year?
We lost to Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
See, I know you thought it was New Jersey. It was Orlando.